Good morning, Jim Hodges here, Chickie here. Chickie is a Boykin Spaniel, a little over 5 months of age. She's joined us for our residency program. She's very excitable, very happy, very energetic. She's a hunting dog, if you will, so she's supposed to have a lot of drive. Her drive is really engaging, wanting to play, wanting to have fun in life, and that's typical for a young puppy like this. I am glad to see it. I'd much rather her be happy than be timid and afraid of life in general. What we have to do is when we get a dog that's over the top excited, we tend to work slower. We're a little more calm right now, not forever, just for the next little while. And we make sure when we praise that we praise in a calm way, not to generate her excitement and get her trying to jump and things like that. She's done real well with her obedience. You'll see that in a minute. Listen to my tone of voice. Watch my actions. Watch my taps. When she does right, I'm going to praise her, and it's primarily words and touch. I will include treats at times, but that'll be primarily for the recall command and maybe something else if I decide to do it. You'll also see me tap the leash. That's my consequence or bite. We're not here to intimidate or dominate or break her spirit or anything like that. All we're trying to do is redirect her and let her know that we're her leader. Then we're going to come right back out of it and praise, okay? The biggest thing you'll see is excitement when I go to pet her, love her. We have a couple of cats around this morning, but she works real well with the cats around. So I think she'll be fine. She may get her attention directed somewhere else. If she disobeys, I will redirect her with my tap of my leash. Watch what I do. Listen to my tone. Watch my actions. Hey, sweetheart, you ready? Let's go. Good girl. So notice my tone. We're moving. She can't break the command too easy. We're doing well, so I can praise her. Good girl. I'll let her know what we're doing is good. And she's walking with me in the let's go. The let's go is she's right here by my side. I don't want her out in front of me. If she started to go out in front of me, I would tap back on the leash. That's my consequence, okay? If she started to go that way, I would tap this way. If she got behind, I would try to motivate her or tap her up. My taps, I call, are directional. We tap in the direction we want her to go. Good girl. A puppy, we want to make sure we let her know that we're real happy when she's doing things. See how she's watching me? She's real good that way. Once you become her leader, she's going to focus. Let's go. Atta girl. Turn. Atta girl. Good girl. Yes, ma'am. I'm proud of you. So that's it. Notice my short leash and a loose leash. When we're here, if I had to do something, all of a sudden I'm pulling my arms all out of whack, if you will. We want to be able to tap real quickly, real succinctly, let her know what we want and go on. Let's go. Sit. Good girl. Hand signal for sit is like this. You notice I praised her afterward. Also give her a little bit of a treat, a little bit of praise. Good. So if she didn't sit now, or if she popped up out of the sit, I would go, no, sit, and tap right up above her head. Notice when I tap the leash, it didn't hurt her. That's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to let her know in dog language that she needs to fix something. Break. I break her, I ask her to come to me. She wants to jump on me so bad it's pitiful, but she's not. And I'm not going to give in to it. I'm going to let her settle a second. Good girl. Let's go. So the sit command, sit. Straight up. If she didn't sit, no sit. Straight up like that. Good girl. Now, I don't like to keep dogs in the sit for a long, long time. 30 seconds or a minute is plenty. When we tell her to sit, she has to hold it, though, until we release her. Down. Now is the down. This is the down command from up front. When I tell her to down, she must down. If she does it down, here's her head. I would, no, down. Good girl. Tap towards the ground. No, down, just like that. And then good girl, right back afterwards. I want her to know when I ask her to down, she must do it immediately. I don't wait 30 seconds, I don't wait 5 seconds. If she doesn't do it, I'll tap the leash. If she does, I'm going to try to praise immediately. I think it's real important that we redirect our praise in that moment of time while it's happening, okay? Not a second later. She misses something in that, okay? Sit. Good girl. Good. Let's go. So the DOWN from the front was my hand straight up. Sit. Now from the side. Down. Good girl. And she likes to do that little stretching, but we're not going to take that away. The owners and I think it looks cute. There's not a big deal with it. She's in the down. She's not smelling the ground or anything else. And she's checking out the cat big time right there, okay? So it doesn't matter what I do. She's in a down. If I wanted her to stay, stay. I can use down stay, or I can use the stay with the down or with a doorway or an opening. She's going to learn that she's supposed to stay at that point in time. Now, when I put her in a stay here, that means she needs to normally be there for a couple of minutes. And typically, she can roll on her side, chew an antler, a toy, anything like that. I'm happy as long as she stays in the down. Break. Break is my release command, okay? Whenever I break her, I want her to come to me so I can pet and love her. I'm subliminally teaching her that I'm the center of the universe when I release. When I release her from that command, she comes to me, I pet her, and I love her. No. So you saw me tap the leash there. I'm not sure exactly what she was doing, but it looked like she was maybe going to grab that leaf. No, she's not going to do that while we're working. If you want to allow her to do it when she's playing, that's completely fine with me. It's just when we're working, she needs to pay attention to what we want and not get distracted with bad behaviors, okay? It's bad enough that we've got the cats around right now, but she has to learn through it. I tell all of my clients when they first start training, when their dog goes home, the dog has to learn that they're the leader. So we try not to incorporate a lot of distractions. We try to actually work in a very calm, a non-distractive environment, if we will, so she can focus on us. Excuse my faux pas there. Let's go. Good girl. Down. Good. No, down. Good girl. Right. A lot of leaves. The wind's been blowing real heavy this weekend. Sit. So now I'm going to do the recall command. You notice I'm fishing out a treat for her. I like to use treats an awful lot on the recall. So off leash and on leash. We want her to want to come to us, okay? So hand signal, come. Good girl. So nice and easy. As she starts to jump for it, I'm going to tap and tell her no to sit. Good girl. I give her the treat. I'm going to pet her and love her. She's still in the sit at the end of the come. Break until I release the command. The other thing with her, let's go. She has learned, because this is what the owner wanted, when we do let's go and stop, she has to come to a sit. She has to sit when we stop on let's go. If she does it, it's no sit. Let's go. Good girl. So the come command was just like this. When she starts to come to me, I'm going to go like, sit. Let's do it again. No, sit. Good girl. I'm going to go, come. She comes, she sits. Good girl. Don't have a treat this time. Good girl. But I'll pet her and love her. She has to come, she has to sit. If she doesn't come to me directly, I would tap the leash in a movement command, just like with our let's go. No, come. And then when she gets to me, she must sit. If she doesn't sit, it's no, sit. One of the things she does with you, the owner, is she'll come and want to strike and tap. She's been doing it all her short life so far. So when she comes and starts to strike, it would be no, sit at the end of the come. Let's go. So notice I went to let's go. We can go to any command to another command while we're doing obedience. In fact, it's good to mix it up from time to time. We don't want her to get used to the same routine over and over. Let's go. Sit. Down. Good girl. Hand signal from the side is like this. Remember, up front is like this. Sit. Sit command. Let's go. Place. Ah, girl. Good girl. Place is to lay down, sit down, stand up, read a book. I don't care as long as she gets on her bed. She can do it. In fact, if the picture looks good, you'll see on my Facebook page this week where she will be on there with one of my cats on the place command inside on a weeknight. She loved it. The cat and her stayed there for probably a couple of hours together at the same time. But place, she's got to be there until we release her. I don't care if she lays down, sits down, stands up. Any of those things are fine as long as she's there. In the beginning, we're going to have the leash on her because she is going to get up. If she was to get up, we would go get the leash. No. Movement command. No, 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 no. Place. Hand signal for place is pointing at it. Let's go. Same hand signal is to get on furniture to load up. Hup. Good girl. So we've already talked about her. She's going to be allowed to get on the furniture when the owners ask her to. She's going to tell them. They're going to tell her what she's got to do. No. Place, up, furniture, whatever we want to use that word as, okay? In this case, it's the hup, so it would be no hup. We have to decide what kind of command we want to use for the actual furniture. Now, off. Good girl. That's to tell her to get off. We could actually use the brake as well. You notice those commands are a little less mandatory. We decide, as far as the words that we use to call them, that's something that the owner decides, okay? But I have taught her, load up. Atta girl. Now, brake. So you notice I broke her this time. Last time I told her off. So she can learn either way. Let's go back. So the other thing, I'm going to try to let her get distracted a little bit, is the off-leash recall. It's real important that when we're working with her and she's running around in the yard, just using the bathroom or doing whatever, that we get her to come to us off-leash. Well, guess what? We don't tell her to come off-leash. We get her attention, because if we tell her to come and she ignores us, like with the cats or what have you, she just learned that the come is not something she has to do. She can ignore that command, and that's what happens in many, many families. What I'll do is off-leash the first couple of 100 times is get her attention. Notice I've got a treat here. I'll call her name. When she sees me and commits to coming, that's when I'm going to tell her to come, okay? I'm not going to tell her to come unless I see that she commits. We are teaching her that only good things happen when she starts to come. So she's got the cat up there on the porch. Hey girl, look, come. You go back, atta girl, break. Good girl. So you notice that I did not say to come if you go back and play it till she committed to coming to me, okay? So important. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go. Sit. Last thing is the heel command. The heel command is basically we have our dog in a box, and it's our job to keep her in her box, her job to stay in it. The hand signal is heel. She's here, we stop, she sits. A lot like with the let's go, okay? The only difference is, in our case, is it's a much more exaggerated command. Heel. Stop. Good. Heel. Turn around. Comes with us. We stop. Good girl. Let's go. And notice she's already stopping. So we have pretty much, I tell people all the time that the heel is just a much more defined let's go command. In this case, they're almost identical. The only difference is the heel is just a little bit tighter. Hand signals like this. Heel. She's right here with me. Good girl. I can step off and she holds, the same as in let's go. Break. Good girl. Atta girl. So I do a lot of movement. Good girl. And then when she comes to me, I pat her and love her. Everything I'm trying to do is to get her where she wants to come to me and listen to my direction and enjoy it and want to be a part of the pack and loves to work for us. That's going to happen if you spend that time with her. Good girl. So why did I praise her then? She just took a little smell of the ground. She's not in a command fine. If she'd have lingered or tried to pick up the leaf, I would have tapped her and told her no. That's about it. You know how to reach me. Jim Hodges Dog Training, 336-945-3232. Facebook, Jim Hodges Dog Training as well. Thank you so much and take care. Break.